What is up, you guys? This is MB Cash back with another review, and this time I got a little something different and special for you guys. As you can see, I am not doing a toy review. Instead, I'm going to be reviewing my custom-made Turboman helmet. Now, the reason why I am reviewing this thing is because we are in May, and Comic-Con is in 2 months, and I plan on being there. It is going to be my first ever Comic-Con, which I'm excited for. It's been a big dream of mine just to go, and I'm going to be cosplaying as Turboman. Now, for those of you who have seen my first review on the Turboman action figure, you know that I'm a huge Turboman and Jingle All the Way fan, so it just made sense that I would cosplay as the character for my first ever Comic-Con. I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys get a good look at this this excellent piece here. I've been wanting a Turboman helmet made for a very long time, and I was very fortunate to finally get that chance. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this helmet, first of all, it's made out of fiberglass, so I'll go ahead and just, yeah, that is solid fiberglass, and I'll show you what the inside looks like. It's got some padding, so that way it is not only comfortable to wear, but also that way it fits. And, so that's what the helmet looks like. I'll go ahead and zoom in here on the eye. I love that eye so much. Crest, detail, the visor. So that's the helmet. So this thing was made by a guy who goes by the name Nimoy. He operates in the Philippines, and you can find him on Facebook under 2 pages. The first one is Kamen Rider Custom Mask, and the second one is Kamen Rider Nimoy. This guy he makes replica helmets from the Power Rangers / Super Sentai, whatever your preference is, and Kamen Rider, hence the name Kamen Rider Nimoy or Kamen Rider Custom Mask. But he does other things as well. I've seen a couple of his pictures on Facebook. I've seen a couple of Stormtrooper helmets that he's done, some Iron Man helmets. This guy does tremendous work, and I really enjoy seeing what he does. And I will go ahead and provide a link to both of his pages in the description below, so that way if you want to check him out, or may even want a helmet made, you can contact him. Now, I contacted this guy, or let me backtrack here. How I found this guy, one of my friends from Facebook referred me to him. He had a black Ranger helmet made by this guy, and I remember I asked him, hey, where'd you get that helmet? Well, how'd you make it, or did you make it? Did somebody else do it? I just had all these questions because I really liked the helmet that he had, and I just got the inspiration for getting a Turboman helmet, because like I said, I've been wanting a Turboman helmet for the longest time, but I just didn't know how to do it. So I asked my friend where he got his black Ranger helmet, and he referred me to this Kamen Rider guy, Kamen Rider Nimoy. And within liking his page, within just minutes, I contacted him, and that was back in December of 2014. So I contacted him, I asked him how much it would cost to get a helmet made and all that. And just to let you guys know, this guy charges $245, US dollars that is, for fiberglass helmets. It's a lot of money. And I remember at the time I was thinking, okay, that is a lot, and I don't have that money. So I told him, I'll go ahead and hold off for now, but when the time is right, I will contact him. Oh, I'm sorry, I will contact him again. Sorry, slip of the tongue. So after my first contact with Nimoy, I decided to start working on saving up. So fast forward to April of 2015, and by that time I already had the money all saved up and ready to go. Again, $245. So I contacted him and told him what I wanted, and I even gave him pictures, because as you can see, this is not exactly a replica of the Jingle All the Way version. For this particular project, I had wanted something with my own original design, because I didn't want a replica of the Jingle All the Way version. I wanted something that was based off of how I wanted to interpret the character. So I did some drawings how I wanted the helmet to look, and I gave them, or I submitted them to him, and we were able to make the deal. Now I got this helmet in October of 2015, so so from April to October, that's a long time. And the reason why it took so long is, well, first of all, remember, this guy operates in the Philippines, so, and I'm from Southern California, so we're obviously separated by a whole ocean, just miles apart. But another reason why it took so long is because, unlike his Power Ranger or Kamen Rider helmets that he's done, this is a completely new deal. This is the first of its kind for him, so he had to do everything from the ground up. So he had to sculpt it first, and then mold it, and then from the mold make the fiberglass helmet. And then of course I assume that he had to sand it up, polish it, and paint it, of course, with several coats of paint. So for that long of a process, I can understand why it took such a long time. But you know what, worth the wait. I really like the way this thing came out. Some things that I really like about this helmet, I love the eye detail. I'll go ahead and get another close-up here of the eyes. I just love the detail he did on the eyes. The crest is also pretty cool. It's a little big, but oh well. It's pretty cool, and it's also crooked, but overall it's still pretty nice. I also like the reflective gold on the visor here. That was one thing I really wanted. I really wanted a mirrored lens for the visor, and just love the way it came out. Let me fix that here. There we go. Sorry about that. Now I do have some nitpicks about this thing. The first one is, if you turn it, let me turn it over to the side. As you can see, the visor doesn't touch the visor is not touching the end of the helmet. You can see there is some separation, so it's a bit of a drag. Just trying to focus here. There we go. So you can see there is some space in between the helmet and the visor on the front of the forehead. Second nitpick that I have is the size. I'll go ahead and put this thing on so you can see what it looks like. So I hope you can see this. This is what the helmet looks like when I wear it. Now I do have a small head, unfortunately. My head size is 21 inches in diameter, so I had to make sure that I told him that at the beginning. And I was slightly disappointed because I was really hoping that when he would sculpt this thing, it would actually look proportionate. But it is a little big, but at least it's not too big. It's not like a football helmet. But again, a little disappointed that it's big. I mean, at least it fits. It's a good snug fit, but you know, it just doesn't look proportionate to my head. So I'm going to take this thing off. All right. The third nitpick that I have is this right here. Let me zoom in. Focus. There. Okay. You can see that crack right there at the front of the crest here and the forehead, and it actually came with that crack. Maybe it might have been an accident with the shipping, who knows, but yeah, I was a little disappointed when I saw that when I first opened it up. I'm gonna have to fix that, maybe go over it with, maybe cover it up with some kind of a plaster or something, but it definitely looks like it's gonna have to be fixed. But thank God nothing has actually broken off. So I've done my very best to take good care of this thing, and I have to, really, because Comic-Con is in 2 more months again, and I just cannot risk anything happening to it. Otherwise, there goes the project. So, but you know, with these nitpicks aside, again, it's a really nice piece, and I'm just really happy to finally have a Turbo Man helmet. I really like this thing a lot. It's really, really cool. I'm looking forward to wearing it to Comic-Con this summer. And like I said at the beginning, I'll go ahead and provide a link to Kamen Writer's Facebook pages, so that way if you want to check out his work, or if you may even want to contact him for maybe you want a helmet made, or just order a helmet that he's already done, you can do so. Now, at the beginning I said that I'm planning on cosplaying as Turbo Man, which is why I'm doing this video. Now, I am getting a suit done, and there's all different components that are going to go into it. Some of them I'm making, and then some I'm going to be contacting and commissioning. I do have a suit that's being worked on by a seamstress who's local. I'm going to be commissioning someone to make the gauntlets, and I'm going to be doing a belt as well as some boots. And I'm also working on a jetpack, which is almost finished. It's homemade. I'm just really looking forward to seeing my whole suit complete and just getting to go out there and cosplaying as Turbo Man. I feel like it's just something that's not really common, so definitely gonna have a blast. So that's my review for my Turbo Man helmet, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. And until next time, I will see you all later, and God bless.